Okay. Let's get this check underway. Let me check my stats here. Volume looks decent. Mic is working properly. One would hope. Ooh, that's going to be loud. For my own sake, let's turn that down. Yep, that's going to distract me. Talking to myself. Complete. Fantastic. All right, all right. Think we're good to go? All right. So welcome. Welcome all to back to Spicy Gamers. I'm your host, Spicy Mike, the one and only, the indomitable, the unforgiving, the unmovable mountain of unmovableness. You know, and I got a treat of 3 games today. This is basically one giant glorified excuse to just play these games on a stream because I really like all 3 of these games and just really needed a reason. But I also got a new PC. Thank you, Jeremy, my best friend, for hooking me up and helping me like build the ultimate and PC technical wonder, so to speak. So I owe him big thanks. I know he won't accept it and all, but he is the best thing ever to come to computer making. Yes, I'm laying it on heavy. You're welcome. And because of that, in any case, because of that, I have a new PC that is way overpowered. The graphics card is more than I will ever need, and therefore, I'd like to personally test its capabilities. Like, I know it's great, you know, because obviously I've already tested this, like played the games on the highest graphic settings, and God, are they magnificent. You'll see. But what I haven't tested yet is actually streaming capabilities, and all these games have like a personal spot for me, a personal like fuzzy spot, because Doom especially was a game I actually played on my channel. You can find it like I think 2 episodes in my past videos and stuff like that. Doom was notorious, would not work no matter what I did. Like, had to have it on like next to the lowest graphics and stuff. It was still stuttering the entire time, and that was just from recording it, not even streaming it, you know? So, with this new high-powered computer that lets me do all these newfangled stuff, I'm going to test out this newfangled computer with newfangled stuff. Yeah, good reason, right? So let's move on. First up is new. Switch it over there now. It's like we're starting this off strong. Also, hey, how's everyone doing? Now, starting this off strong, going with some good old-fashioned doom slaying. Might need to adjust that volume ever so slightly, but it's fine because it's Doom. Of course it's fine. So I'm just going to start a new game. Basically how I'm going to format this is I'm just going to be playing like excerpts of all the games and all. So like if you're worried about spoilers, then like you might want to like keep it quiet, but oh, okay. So if you're like heavy on spoilers, sorry about that. If you're heavy on spoilers, you might want to turn this on in the background. I won't be spoiling anything by saying it, but I will be playing some things that like are probably going to be a bit heavy on spoilers. But God, I need to get out of this again. Oh no. Oh God, here we go. Okay. Sorry, I needed to adjust my volume here and all. But with that said, going to play some Doom here for starters on Hurt Me Planer. Plenty planer. I'm just going to be playing some excerpts and all. Like, I don't know how much time I'm going to dedicate to each one, but like it's going to be like entertainment at least. Whoops, hit the microphone. Going to be entertainment at the very least because I want to just experience the games in their fullest and all, like under these higher graphic levels, and also seeing and fully understanding like how much of a strain it's going to put on my computer. Like, you obviously you can't see it because I'm not showing it, but I do have a spec thing, a specs which I need to once again put up top so I can see it while I'm doing this. There we go. Okay, so I have a spec thing actually, like keeping track of my my computer's like logistics and all, so I know like the kind of strain it's putting on my computer, which at the moment is yeah, Doom's not doing anything. Is it even is it even like Doom? Is it even activating my radar a bit? No, my GPU is like quiet. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's the thing of beauty. Okay.
Brutal, without mercy.
So we're just gonna play the beginning of Doom here, get some nice Doom action, and then I might like actually play these for videos, like actually record them for videos and stuff, because these are games I would love to do, but didn't have a powerful enough computer to like handle. Like I could handle it, but not at the highest graphical settings, and it doesn't feel right unless it's at the highest graphical settings. You know. Oh god. Doom is such a good way to start this off, I should turn down the volume next chance I get. Perfect, perfect. Let me see your grin. Come on. Where'd you go? Let me see your grin. There we go. Good pistol. Great pistol. Okay, hold on a second. Gonna go quiet so I can like change this volume slightly. I upped it, then I lowered it. You see how confused my lines are. My life is. Oh my god, it looks so good. And once again, this is like barely registering on my GPU at all. One more time. I'm sorry. I'm just all over the place right now because I'm like have like a few things open at the same time. I need a second monitor. Not happening right now, but yeah, something for the future. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's time. I love Doom, by the way. If it wasn't out, I don't know. I don't know a single person who doesn't like Doom, honestly. Maybe it's because I don't associate with those kinds of people, because they're not the type of people I want to associate with, but I don't know anybody that doesn't like Doom. At least a little, There's just something about it. Something about the gory fun of just being able to let loose and kill everything on screen, This is a good game for if I had a bad day at work or something and just need to relax and envision the coworkers that I work with like on the faces of every character I'm smashing the heads of. Not important though, especially not to if any of the coworkers are ever gonna tune in on any of my streams. No, they don't need to hear this part. I think I have a better solution. It's called death and destruction. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love the solution I got planned. It's a great one. Yes, and this was another staple that made this Doom even better than all the previous ones, in my opinion, is that it had the ability to do finishers and stuff. And just, there's something very nice about finishers. About just all of it. This game is just flawless, man. Yes, it has flaws. I'm not going to say it doesn't. Actually, I think I pointed out a few in one of my videos. But, it's just such a good game.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
And it's a classic case of, well, can't beat him, so you just gotta fight him. Hey. Trying to get, there's and there's like, you know, ones for other actions and stuff like that. There's ones for being above them, for being below them, for being behind them, for being in front of them, for attacking certain limbs. You know? It's like the amount of effort that was just put into making this a good game. It just like blows my mind then that this that like, you know, Bethesda had a hand in this. Because I don't like Bethesda. But, you know, that's just like my opinion, man. Get down here. Fight me. So I bet everybody's wondering where I've been. And yes, I don't care if you didn't ask, but guess where I've been? It's work. I know. It's such a cruel mistress, you know, constantly having to work. It is, actually, but, you know. What you gonna do? It was also that I'm, like, slowly trying to actively, like, teach myself how to use certain new programs in order to make, realize the true potential of a potential new video or two I want to work on. You know, and like in order to do them, I actually have to teach myself an entire like program. I hate teaching myself new programs. It was bad enough I had to teach myself how to edit. I'm still learning. Not like I know anything about editing. You know, I have this terrible like habit of like only learning what I need to edit when I'm actually editing. I think I mentioned that previously. It's fun. It sucks. So this is my first time actually trying to, oh, what's the word? Learn something before I do it.
He cannot be allowed to leave this place.
And I hate myself for it because I'm just learning all these like basic things. One of the programs that I'm trying to do is Fruity Loops, by the way. Now, make of that what you will. Oh, the betterment, huh? That turned out well. Oh, was it? I had this ringtone. I had this song as a ringtone for a while. I might add it as a ringtone after this. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I got a new phone. Has ringtone as the on the old phone. I need it on the new one. It's not complete without it. But yeah, I'm trying to teach myself Fruity Loops and stuff, and I just really have a high aversion to learning new things. Let me tell you, I will eventually. I'm getting there. And then I fell. In the meantime, though, it's Doom. It's a nice world. This is actually the first stop on our journey, by the way. As in, like, the first game I'm playing, because this was, like, the highest difficulty, like, transferring it to video game for my old computer. But then on this new computer, it is the least draw on my CPU, on my GPU, rather, on my graphics card. So it went from the hardest game for me to like play on a video or a stream to the easiest. You know, I just like to marvel in that. I just really want an excuse to play all these games and like stream how good my computer was. Really, there was no, I just like chose a very roundabout way of being like, my computer is really awesome. You guys need to appreciate how awesome it is, whether you like it or not. You will see the awesomeness of my computer. And also the awesomeness of Doom, because Doom is awesome! Oh god. It feels weird like considering I'm like in my own like game, in my own playthrough and stuff, I'm like almost done with it with Doom. Yeah, I haven't beaten it, you know, it was on my list of to-dos and all, but I haven't gotten around to beating it. I beat Breath of the Wild today, though, so hey, there's something. But, like, you know, like, considering I'm, like, near the end of Doom and stuff and having all these weapons, to just, like, be limited to just like this shotgun feels weird. Feels wrong even. Feels wrong, but oh so right at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. You know, like only being limited to one gun. And where are you? There you are. Where are you going? Where are you going? Gotcha. But I can appreciate Doom for being something that like other games are like, you know, that you wouldn't find in a lot of other games these days, which is a game where you're supposed to keep moving instead of staying still and just using cover to, you know, duck behind this wall and like strafe this way. You're strafing, but you have to stay on the move or else you will die. There ain't no two ways about it, you know? And once again, just wanted the visceral feeling of beating somebody's head in with a sharp, blunt object. A sharp, blunt object, you say. What is that? That is my fist. My fist is a sharp, blunt object. Because it bashes your head in, but cuts you at the same time. I don't know. Commentary is easy. Okay, yes. I don't remember what button I had this map to. Oh, okay, it was that button. I remember what button I had it mapped to. Don't worry, everyone. I now remember the button. It was indeed that button. Hey, hey. Bad. Bad touch. But yeah, there's nothing quite like the joy of Doom. If you are wondering why I'm just constantly wandering around, it's because my default mode from Breath of the Wild is still in effect, where I constantly try to look for new secrets in games. I don't mean to do it. It's not like I'm intentionally like thinking about it, you know, but I am just kind of going like, oh, is that a secret? Every 3 seconds or something. Which is ironic because these first few levels I played just enough that I know where most of the secrets are, honestly. Not like it matters. I'm saving on shotgun ammo. Now just die. No. None of that. Shame on you. Get a map in here. I also love the map of this. It's just so dynamic in 3D. Anyways. Auto map downloaded. Oh. Were you there this time? No, wait, I came from another direction. That was why. Okay. Yes. And I'm not doing them right now. Because I don't care. I'm taking a lot of damage because I'm just like, I'm being lazy about like dodging and being careful. It's nobody's fault but my own. As always. I hear them, I just don't see them. That's one. Something like that, yes. Exactly what I was going for. There you are. Also, I like, I forget what video I was watching, but I was watching a theory video. I think it might have been Game Theory. Maybe. I think they did a Doom video and stuff. I was watching some theory video that was talking about like how like afraid all the demons are of Doom guy. I don't like how when you're attacking them and stuff, you can see them like turn back in fear, like when you go to like kill them because they're just like, oh god, he's still here. And I think that's fantastic. But that's just the gore in me talking. The gore monger. Fear monger? I don't know. Sometimes you gotta make your own fun. Ooh, okay, great, cool. Always go with the explosive shot first. Oh, gotta dismiss this, my bad. Always go with the explosive shot first. Good rule of thumb, because explosions always equal better. That is the lifeblood of everything. Doesn't matter what you're playing. If you have a choice between a regular weapon and explosive weapon, you choose the explosive one. It's just a matter of course, really. Like, choosing anything else would just be a, like, horrible misstep on your adventure, really. See? Look at how fun that is. Twisting someone's leg around and then just beating them with it. Ah, nothing more enthralling. Game's just a master of entertainment. Also really bad if you are squeamish. I probably should have mentioned that before I started beating heads in, but I assume I made an assumption, which is my bad, that anybody watching would either know what Doom is or know to not watch Doom. So, therefore, know what Doom is. Or be of the age of being like, yeah, it's okay, it's just Doom. It's not like it's gory or anything. You know, what's a few exploded heads or two? A few exploded heads or two. I am just on a roll today, I swear. Dunk. No. Like, how do you describe it? This game just like unlocks a primal thirst for blood, you know? You become the Doom guy, essentially, you know? Like, you see these demons and go, I need to kill them. And then you do. It's amazing. That would have been great if you lit up and all. I would have been able to take you out. It would have been fantastic. Just trust me, it was going to be fantastic. It's going to look great. That's the other thing I do a lot in my spare time while I'm playing these games by myself and stuff. It's just make the sounds that the enemies are making. It's just good old-fashioned time. Onward and upwards, guys. There's still demons around. I like kneecaps. Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together and a death toll increases. Thank you very much for your contribution to society. Now, if you would you kindly just do me a solid and stop moving? Stop moving. Thank you. Thank you. Just something so satisfying about it. But this also brings up my one and only like real complaint about it, is that it does get generic. Hence why I'm not playing too much of it, honestly. And stuff. This game is like this game, while like being entertainment and perfect gory fun, like, you know, the only thing more gory than Doom is like probably Mortal Kombat, you know? There's not many games out there that can match the gore level, you know? It's like Mortal Kombat, Doom. Yeah, that's about it, actually, yeah. You know. But as great as it is, its one flaw is also its one strength, and that it's a, essentially just like one-man army kind of game, you know? And that is its strength, because it's a one-man army game where you feel like such an indomitable like threat to all of demonkind, because you are an indomitable threat. But on the flip side, it gets repetitive because you are mainly an indomitable threat to demonkind, a one-man army. There's no, there's challenge, but there's no real challenge, you know? There's no variation to it. There's no like solving this one with a puzzle this time. There's a lore. You can follow the lore, but you can't. But you don't have to follow the lore. Doom Guy doesn't follow the lore. You'd have to follow it yourself and seek them out. I could ignore everything lore based except for the main cutscenes, and still get just about as much out of it.
Now 221 accident-free days.
I think you're lying to me, buddy. But that's just my own opinion and all. Not gonna preach. Just gonna move on. Once again, not entirely sure how long I'm going to space each game out for. You know, just gonna do it till the time feels right. You know, I think it'll be easy for Doom, you know, because it's like Doom really does get repetitive, though. That's the thing. Like, I could play it, sure, and I could make probably a stream. Maybe a stream? I don't know. I was like, I could do something with it.
Hello, I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars.
Oh, great, it's in my
After
head.
running diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can activate optional challenges that, when
Oh,
completed,
cool.
will assist in upgrading your arsenal at
Can
an
you shut up
accelerated
now?
pace. I have added a tracking component to your dossier.
Yeah, okay. Kill 2 of the possessed with 1 trigger pull of the shotgun. Perform 5 glory kills on the possessed. And find 3 sixes. I can do that. But yeah, Doom is a repetitive game and all. Like, there's only so many instances of, oh, I can kill this guy. Of, oh, I'm tasked with killing this guy. You know, that you can go through before it gets, like, you know, repetitive. You know? At least that's how I feel. Once again, it's my opinion though, so will you just thank you. I'm going to turn this down in my own head and my own ears though, because whew, that gurgling noises from these zombie possessed people, real annoying. I mean fun. Real annoying fun. Trying to let him get closer so I can be like, ah, man, you made me miss.
All entrances not operational.
No. Just no. Don't come back.
Pound online.
I mean, the story is very fascinating for this, but it is a very like repetitive game. This is a turn your head off, turn your brain off, and just relive, and just live in the visceral moment kind of game, you know? Which is fine, because if I was playing this on my own time, I'd be like, I'd have been like gone dead silent, turned my brain off, and just started killing things without remorse. But since this is a stream, and I do have to provide at least some entertainment for you guys, I guess, you know, I can't exactly do that. So, that's why I'm being nice and, I don't know, talking to you, I guess, if you want to call it that. Really, I don't know, but like, honestly, I think everybody's here just for, like, The Witcher, really. Which is fair, because I'm probably here for The Witcher as well, but, you know, I had a plan in mind, and I'm going to execute it, whether or not I want to. You know, those hard choices in life sometimes. Oh, hello. How's it going? Ooh, wait, was that a predator suit? No, just a dead guy. Man, I was looking for some nice upgrade and all, or something, and all I found was a corpse. Don't you hate when that happens? There we go.
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown. Incoming.
Can I do it? Man. You're killing me, game. You know that was a perfect one only. One and done. Uh-oh. I need to stop focusing on just that and actually start killing things now. My commentary's going all backwards. Oh. Man. Imagine being the demon that has to go back to hell and all and tell his boss that he got killed by a pistol. Like all the weapons you could have gotten taken out by, you could have got by his fist, taken out by the shotgun, maybe thrown into a hole, and what takes you out? A pistol. Where are you? I know you just. How did you? Boy, if you don't stay still. Thank you.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
That's got to be kind of a bad way to go. You got to think, you know? It's okay though. I will oblige them regardless of their opinion. Regardless of their opinion. My opinion is what really matters here. And my opinion is that they're all dead to me. They just don't know yet. Yeah, something that about the lore I don't care about. Alley-oop. This also does a decent job at being a platformer, though. I'll give it that. Like, it's pretty clear, though, that this wasn't meant to be more platformy, you know? It was kind of like, I wouldn't say added as an afterthought, but it definitely wasn't, like, nearly the main focus of the game. And here's the way out of any really hard enemy that you are having difficulty with because you don't have a strong enough weapon with. I mean the chainsaw. What did I... That was not it again. Yes, okay, so it is that button. Cool. Wasted a grenade for that, but it's okay. Anytime you want to leave. Ooh, my nose itches.
The UAC. The world is counting on us. How committed are you?
Not at all. Oh, hello. What you doing in the corner there, man? Just, ooh. Okay. Well, you know. This dude hit me. Yep. Okay. Take the leg. I'm sweeping him off of his feet. It's a miracle. Okay. I love it. Play through this level. See how it goes. Gotta track the demon. I already know what to do though, but You get the point. He went into the other door.
Yellow security limits.
Is that a tram? I call shotgun. Oh god, how did I? Okay. Doesn't remember how to crouch. I usually have it as control and it will shift, so. Don't blame me, blame my inability to be consistent with my own. That's perfect. Yes. That didn't count, did it? Oh, I already got it? When? I mean, I'm not gonna hate, but the least you could do is notify me, game. Jeez. I would have been stopped trying to get it. Alright, anyways. Moving on.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
Oh man, he had too much to drink. Better put him out of his misery. You gotta put baby to sleep. Baby doesn't want to be in the corner. Picking off headshots like I got no problem. I'm mugging to the camera and making headshots work as I go. Oh no, another drunkard. Just stay down, man. Just stay down. It's not worth it. Shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Moving. Oh my god, they're everywhere. It's like cockroaches. Oh my god. Who's with me on the roaches hate? I actually don't hate cockroaches. Yeah, they're kind of a pest, but you know, what bug isn't? I didn't know you like flowers because you just face planted. Did that make sense? I don't know. I've been working on my action heroes line lately. You know, every cool action hero has a one-liner. That's like the rule of action heroes, except for Doom Guy, obviously, because you know his one-liner is just straight silence. You know, he doesn't need a one-liner. His one-liner is actually a shotgun, and anytime it like fires, it's just spouting off a one-liner. You just can't hear it because it's just too awesome for your ears. Like truly, what a role model for us future generation. Future, past generation? I don't know. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Here we go. Give me no health. That's fine. You know, I didn't need health anyways.
Demonic presence eliminated.
Health is for the
Lockdown
weak.
disengaged.
Who needs health? What I need... I didn't actually think that one through well enough to actually like have something for you. I need a sandwich. $1 million bucks. I got nothing. A Porsche. No, I don't want a Porsche. Oh man, harder than I thought. Like everyone says, like, oh, I want a new car, but it's like, you know, I don't want a Porsche. It cost me a fortune in repairs. Nobody ever thinks about that part. But I do. Mike will always remember that part. Hello. Do I want it now, or do I want to get the weapon first? Because I think there's a weapon over here. Ooh, I'll open the door, see what's up. Yeah. Thank you. Wake up. Oh no, it's a jump scare. Oh, I was terrified. Oh god. My heart, it's... What? What was that, Fitbit? Oh. It's still even. Got it. Okay, I'll just get it now because I don't think I'd get the next weapon for a minute. Actually, not like it really matters either way because this isn't even my main game. And hello, goodbye. Hello, it me.
Access granted.
How did I get in here? I remember there being some way. I'm gonna dedicate like 1 second to this, and then I'm like moving on with my day. You know, with the chapter that we're in currently. This chapter right here. Yeah. Oh. I've just filled with weird noises today. That's just been my week. Just weird noises and even weirder faces I've made.
Access granted.
That's been my month, actually, yeah. Welcome to 2020. This is not my first stream of 2020, but man, would that have been amazing. Like, start the year off and been like, oh, guess what? New year, new me. Ain't that right, guys? That's okay. Ooh, blood. That's a good start. Praetor. Hey. Not nice. Not nice. Bad touch. Okay. I think that's, I think I need a new way out. From the looks of it. Wasn't there something easy? There was something. Some way out. God, now I'm trapped, aren't I? That's how it is. That's how it always starts. And all, you know, they say like, hey, go down in the spooky basement. It'll be fine. You'll be able to get out. And then it's just like, haha, joke's on you, Mike. You can't escape. You'll never escape. Your sense of direction is terrible. Oh, right. This is where you were. I knew there was a weapon here. This isn't even my final form. You know, instead of pressing E, I feel like it's a wasted opportunity not to just have me be able to, like, you know, kick it with the melee attack myself. But that's just me. Wishful thinking. This game is still, like, a good masterpiece. Love it. I do love it. And, because it's just, there's something about it. There's something about Mary. Mary is Doom Guy. There's something about Mayor Doom Guy. I haven't seen something about Mary in years. Huh. Which is probably fine, because that movie was... Man, that was a trip. That movie was a trip. That movie was such a trip. Not a good trip either. Not like a I took drugs and I'm like having a good time with it kind of trip, but more of a I took drugs and I have no idea why my hand itches so much kind of trip. Or why is it bleeding? Because I ripped my skin off. You know, it's one of those kind of trips. Like, you're not remembering a trip. It's like a family trip where you, like, where you started to have a good time and stuff like that. And then, like, you know, the one racist grandmother that everybody has that, like, you know, said one thing that was loud. Like, Grandma, please, we don't say that anymore. Said something, and now the entire trip's ruined because it's just like, ooh, yeah, it's bad taste in my mouth. Thanks, Grandma. Do me a solid. Am I relating to anyone yet? No? Fantastic. I'll keep going. My philosophy is beat a joke into the ground until it's dead. Beat the horse until it's dead, then beat it some more. Resurrect it from the grave, then beat it till it's dead again. A joke isn't good until it's beaten into the ground at least twice. Or, if I'm really being persistent, I will keep a good joke going an entire day. And is like, and you can't even stop me. There's no stopping me. There's no stopping me. Uh, there's no getting me to quit. Now, if I want to tie a comment back to a joke I made earlier that same day, I will. I've made full days out of like one joke. I made a full day out of a knock knock joke once. That was fantastic. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Having actual firepower now. Okay, I'm gonna get a shotgun. Hey, let me up, man. Let me up. Jeez. Oh, right. In Berserk here. And... Oh. Oh, yeah. Just let it happen. Just let it happen, guys. Guys. I can't help you. I can't help you anymore. I'm just Berserk. It's over. It's over. One punch is literally splitting that guy in half. Like, how do you just deal with the absurd amount of just brutal force, you know? It's like, I can't. I glitched. I can't. It's like having this game it's like having the music to guide me as I like go about just destroying everything. I'm about to die. Ooh, lovely. Okay, we'll end it. It's like we'll end Doom here. What a perfect way to end it. Am I right? All right. That's fine. That was the test run anyways. That was Doom, everybody. Give a round of applause to me. Yes, give a round of applause to me. I'm giving myself a high five right now. That's how good this was. That's how good my death was. Probably. Moving on. Oh, God. Where's my controller at? And just like I thought, game barely made a dent on anything. Oh, my God. That is fantastic. I can't. Just game too good. Game good. Do good. Do good or good. It's a jam. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Can I show this window, I wonder? My stats. Let's call it. I'm wondering if I can show this so that everyone else understands what I'm like oohing and awing right now. I can. It's tiny. There we go. Put that right there. So what you're seeing, I'm going to move it over here for just sanctity. Or I'm going to put it on Doom spot because we're done with Doom. And now what you're seeing is basically a rendition of like everything that is going on with my computer and also like my fan speeds and everything like that. Don't look at it too closely. Its privates are showing. But no, seriously and stuff like Doom like barely registered, barely scratched the surface, like any kind of surface on my GPU at all, like graphics card at all. This was expected, actually. Now that I think about it, this was expected. Okay, moving on. And also any of the other stats you're interested in. We got the fan speeds and stuff like that, which you'll barely see them move at all. It's like in the 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks I've had this computer so far, I have only seen the fans go up to about 30%. Which is low. Moving on, though. So now we got Hellblade. I'm going to like that. Okay, no, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me in the worst way. You're absolutely murdering me. Ouch. Ouch, it hurts so much. Why you do this? Why you do this? Okay. scale it. But yeah, that's not how fit to screen works, but okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, so I gotta tweak that in game then. The ratio. I'm trying to do this in window mode, mainly because I have so many things going on my computer, and all that I can't. Yes, perfect. Okay. Now that it looks more in sync with what I needed and stuff, I'm doing it in Windows mode so I can like actively affect everything as I go. Yes. Okay. And that is check. Sounds good. Lovely. Alright. Next we're trying out Senua's Blade. Hellblade. Sacrifice Senua. Dang, no. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. If you haven't played this game, I urge you very strongly to turn around, put your hands in your ears. I don't mean the fingers, I mean the full hands. Put your full hands in your ears so far that it pops your eardrums. And stop listening to anything I'm saying. And close your eyes. Or better yet, pull your eye sockets out of your eyes. Don't ask me how you're going to accomplish this with your hands already in your ears. You'll find a way. Pull your eyes out of your eye sockets. Pull your eye sockets out of your eyes. Did I just say that? Anyways, pull your eyes out of your eye sockets and stop watching this stream. Now, I'm not starting over a new game, mainly because, like, if I start over a new game, then all of my progress in my current day is lost. Granted, I didn't make it that far anyways, but, like, you know, I strongly urge you to play this game. It is fantastic. It's the best thing ever. It is a look into schizophrenia. Like, they actually had the creators of this game. This is that game that revolutionized a lot of things because it was like a AAA game made by a not big business, made by an indie developer. Or I think it's AA or AAA. I don't know the specific terminology and stuff like that. But point is, this game is about Senua here and her struggle with her inner voices. And they actually hired an actual psychologist to oversee this game to make sure they were doing everything to a T of how it would represent like the worst cases of schizophrenia that could happen to a person. And it's brilliant, and I love it, and I'm going to try very hard not to gush about the many things I see all the time, because like I love psychology like this. I love hate it because, like, this is an extreme, like what this game is an extreme case of what you witness with schizophrenia, of like what somebody might witness with schizophrenia. Like, it's an extreme case because this is like all the types of schizophrenia all mixed into one. We got auditory schizophrenia. You'll hear she has voices in her head, so you'll hear audio. So we'll have auditory schizophrenia. She has visual schizophrenia, like how she's seeing a face in that waterfall right now. That's a visual schizophrenia and stuff like that. She's like experiencing like tactile and stuff, so she'll feel things and stuff that aren't actually there, and it's all combining to make it like ever so real for her, and it works so well with the video game world. I can't even begin to describe it, because it's just like, things will, when something kills her, it's because she believes it's so real that she will die because of it, essentially. But it's just, man, I just cannot get over it. I think I'm gonna have to adjust the get the volume at the highest. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the main volume. And there you go. Okay. I'm also gonna have to adjust my own headphones. By the way, Doom doesn't scare me. This scares me. Mike, why haven't you beaten this game yet? Well, because... Shut up. I do a lot. I work a lot. I was also playing Breath of the Wild for a solid 2 weeks without pause. Might have been the third option, honestly, but... Oh god, I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, no, I remember. Oh, ooh. Okay, I remember alright. I remember. Don't...
Behind you.
Ooh, perfect. Okay. Controls just came back to me, guys. Don't worry. Ho-ho. Oh, don't block that one. Got it. That was my bad. Whoa. Don't let them get behind you. First rule of any good fight. Stop doing that. Ooh. Ah, that. Oh, yeah.
Behind you.
Yep, I know. I know. See, this is what I'm talking about. The voices are helping her, but not helping her. But in this game, it's very easy to... It's very easy to... do it. Oh. Wrong button. Okay, okay. There we go. Yeah. It's very easy to get overwhelmed in this game because you're being overwhelmed with hallucinations, basically. I will die, yes, I know.
Do it. You're close.
I know I am. That was all hallucination, by the way. None of this is real. And then it brings into thought, like, you know, if none of this is real, what is real? Is she even going through any of this right now? But I won't know until I beat the game. You get my point?
I can still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. You hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
Where am I? Where are my oh, something like here? Follow the screams, they say. Well, there's a... This game is crazy good, though. Super atmospheric. Playing it with the headphones is absolutely the way to go. Like, if you... This game is worth whatever amount of money that, like, you have to pay to make to get this game. Just buy it. Yes. Okay, that's the N. Now, where is my Y? And I can't even begin to describe this game. It's just... I just can't even begin to describe this game, you know? There we go. But this is like similar to this is basically a walking over the shoulder simulator, but it's like so much better than that, you know? And then for anybody who's played
And you will see that it has opened.
and then anybody who's played God of War will like, I mean the newest one obviously and stuff. Anyone who's played God of War will know that will like recognize the definite ties to Norse mythology that this game has too, you know?
Killed my lands. I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
I'm still here to fight it.
And then it's like, what are the voices, you know? All the voices are in her head, I feel. No. Once again, haven't beaten the game. So it's like, I'm thinking all the voices are in her head, and like, that guy was also a voice, because schizophrenia isn't just female voices, you know? It can be male voices too. Please, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But, no. I did actually study this a lot, because I went to college for it. But, you know, it's not my first time dealing with, like, schizophrenia wasn't as much my interest, but it's definitely intriguing to know about it. I was more into just, like, how the human mind works and stuff like that, but this just triggers all of my psychology, you know? Oh! Hey, 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 none of that. Okay. Okay, I need to remember how controls work. You first. I'm keeping the shield guy between me and this guy.
Finish this. End it now.
I'd like to, but... Mm-hmm. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, okay. No, don't do that. Ooh. Ha. Ha. Okay. I've been in worse pickles. And lucky for you, I actually like pickles. I just hate shield guys. Okay. I hate shield guys. I hate them. You just gotta take it real slow with these guys too. Ooh, okay. Okay, okay. Come on. Thank you. I hate shield guys, man. Shield guys are terrible no matter the game. I forget what that did.
It's nearly over.
Shut up, guys. I know the whole point is that my voices will never shut up, but please, be quiet. Ah, my second shield guy. Great. You guys know me well. Ha. Come on. I need to keep you between me and this guy here. I said keep you between me and this guy. Ooh, I'm glad I decided not to block that. Okay, you're so closer. Nah, he's getting closer now. Keep me between them. You dare approach me? This is all I read from that. This is all I read from that gesture. There we go. I'm sorry this doesn't have much commentary. It's like, cause, like, I can comment on it, but there's a lot of voices in it. But even if I comment on it, then it's still just, you know, it's like I just,
When you see a fire gate
whenever I
swept,
comment on it,
know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through.
huh?
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
I'm looking at the fire though, but okay. But it's hard to explain. Like, you know, this game is big on like exploration and talking and stuff like that. I could add commentary, but most of my commentary just kind of devolves into, you should definitely play this game. The prequel sequel or whatever, right? You know? Like, this game is more of a subdued, like, slow burn. It's like the Joker movie, you know? You just slowly watch it. You slowly let it, like, just sink in. You know, like, the depths of, like, what you're going through. And how she's reacting to everything. And did I go this way already? I honestly can't remember. Did I? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Never mind. I'm stupid. My poor sense of direction extends to even video games. My direction is not terrible. It's just not great by any means. I can find my way through town. Just don't ask me the name of any road I'm on. I can tell you how to get to point A or point B, but I can't give you the roads. I can only tell you where to turn. Like, oh, turn at the third right on the left. What? And then make a second at the... Okay. Hello. Ah, lovely. This just is so amazing. Because you know this isn't real. Mm.
But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
You know all that was hallucination. So this is what I'm talking about, right? All of this.
It was everywhere.
Maybe it was a test.
I don't know if you can hear the voices, for the record.
Why? Why would he do that? The fire giant is testing.
Like, I don't know how well the voices are being, like, picked up by the audio and stuff, because some of them are, like, basically whispers and all. Once again, this game is meant to be played with headphones in for maximum effect, because the voices are all around you. They're supposed to be all around you. That schizophrenia. It's drawing you into the world, making you think, like, as if you have it yourself and all. That's the whole point of world building. But, like, the voices are talking to themselves, and, like, this ties into what I'm thinking about the lore. But, like, the voices are talking to themselves about what just occurred. You know, the fire that they just witnessed, and why it just suddenly disappeared as if it was never there. And it was never there because she's creating it via an illusion that she's having, and all a visual schizophrenia. You know, so she is visually seeing this thing that is not real, you know, and feeling it so real that the heat is probably like upon her skin and making and burning her, but it's not there. But your brain is so amazing that when it's going, that like even when it's
You can't get through.
How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
But yeah, your brain is like so amazing that it just tricks you into believing that fire is real, even if it's not real. There's a chance that nothing I am looking at right now is actually real or really here, you know, or at least not the way I'm perceiving it. You know, like these fires might not be burning, and all. There might not even be all this like smoke or anything. But it's the fact that I
The
just
North
believe
tells
it's
a
real.
story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel.
Okay.
Because it was in the south,
Moving
it was
away.
bright and hot and flaming.
But
burning.
the voices are talking
Sparks
about
that
like
flew
how
out
the
from Muspel
how
became
the
a star.
flame disappeared, because
While
obviously it
smoke
wasn't
was
real.
melted ice
Because
from the
like
frozen
part of
world
her,
Niflheim,
some of the voices
created
are
the
like,
body
oh,
of the
maybe it was
first
never there
giant
to begin with
female.
and stuff. But the others are like, but the softer voices are saying that like, you know, maybe the flame was never there. Whereas the louder voices, the ones that you hear more of, are actually talking about how like it must be a test, it must be a trick or an illusion, you know. So the voices that are probably speaking proper reason are being suppressed by the louder voices, which are like feeding into the lies and the madness that she is experiencing at all times. And that's what makes this game so amazing. It draws you perfectly into this world as if you yourself, so that you yourself could understand what it must be like for anybody suffering with any like version of schizophrenia. It doesn't matter if it's light, it doesn't matter if it's heavy. And hearing voices that aren't your own in your head is a scary experience, you know? I don't mean to get dark on this.
Fire.
This makes me talk about mentality
She needs to
and like the brain.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going.
She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn. Then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
It's just so fascinating, man. So I have to remember how I got here to begin with. So this path, I need to remember when everything's on fire, what paths were not on fire, or I guess probably, and in order to be able to find my way through. Seems like all these paths are on fire, so I don't know how this is gonna work. I'll figure it out. Can't be that hard, right? Can't be that hard. See, this is what happens when you make me play, when like I start playing a game that like ties into something I truly enjoy. It's the same thing when I was playing Shovel Knight and stuff. I really enjoy the game, so I end up like just talking endlessly about it. Maybe I should like, that's an idea. I'm gonna write that down actually. Hold on. Just had a just had an idea for a video. Just excuse me a second. I need to write this down. Never joking. I'm actually writing it down right now too. Game. Senua. Okay. Might actually refer to this stream as reference for it. Oh my god, it'll be like I'm an actual YouTuber. Like, taking videos from a stream I did and using them in other videos. It's crazy, I know.
Fire sacrifices. Burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes. But they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Lovely. What a thought. Yeah, I just end up like talking about games a lot. This is my like one. It's always been my quirk, you know. It's like I get too into games. I love the story world that like the world building that stories such as this can give you, you know. Games are such a unique medium. You're able to create things that like didn't exist before. Oh, right. I need to drop down. Yep, there you go. See, I told you I'd find the exit. Sense of direction isn't that terrible. But, once again, none of this is real, but you see her reacting as this is, and it's just so...
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua. Find your own path, like I find mine.
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Oh my god, I can't, man. I will talk all week about this game. But it's okay. I'm gonna keep it to myself because that video idea I had is going to let me do something else. Ugh. I love it. I can't even. I just want to take this break moment right now, you know, and just pause it for a second. Going to take this moment to see how I didn't mean to do that. How the game is doing on the GPU load. Ooh. Nope. Game is peaking at 56%. It's currently at 42 because I'm paused. And now, highest fan speed is 45. Game's not even this game. Oh my god. How do I say this in layman's terms? Those of you who know, it's like anybody who knows technology will understand with the ease and stuff. But like, for those who don't, in layman's terms, and the easiest way I can put it, my computer's a beast. I tested this before on a different thing. I ran one game. I think I was playing XCOM 2 XCOM 2. I love XCOM series, by the way. Terrible shame what they did to the one after the third installment of the game, but you know what you're gonna do, corporate and all that. But I was playing XCOM 2. I ended up running. What was I running? I ran the recording program in the background while playing XCOM 2. Was on the internet and also playing music all at the same time. And my computer peaked at, I think, 65%? Or no, it got to 70. Yeah. So, what I'm saying is, my computer's a beast. Like, this is a case of like bow before your ruler.
Say that the defender of Muspel is called Cert, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Yeah. So, if you played God of War, then this does all sound very familiar to you. Because, like, you know, if you're like me and played God of War, you're basically getting a history lesson right now. A very in-depth one. But, you know, it's a different one. Like, God of War focused on, like, the giants and all, and their conflict with Odin and his kind and stuff like that. This one just focuses on, like, the lore of Nordic mythology as a whole, you know? It doesn't just focus on like one specific conflict. It's focusing on like a lot of things, you know? Why did I even go in there? I crossed that thing, dropped down, and there's no point to that. I'm glad we were all part of that moment of nothing that just occurred. Monumental. Anywhoosies.
The Northmen of Hell worship
Oh,
the
I probably had to
devourers
do that in order to
and
get one of the
insatiable gods of
symbols.
darkness.
This is actually another part of I said I wouldn't gush, but I'm going to gush about this one specifically. This is another big thing about
I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior.
this is another thing about, like, you know, people with schizophrenic tendencies and stuff. Seeing patterns. Big one.
Like you.
Kind of overlooked, but, you know, it's still
Man I
there.
once
And
was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
I just really like these games, man. Okay, so there's an R around here. Somewhere. Somehow. How is it forming? What am I doing to form it? Where am I going to form it? Huh. Nope, not around there. See, this is just a hard to form symbol, you know? The point of this right now is that I'm trying to form a symbol by using the environment. You saw me do it in the last, for the last thing, but like, just giving you an explanation in case like somebody was wondering. It's an ingenious way of incorporating the concept of seeing patterns as mentally as somebody with this particular mental handicap will do, which is seeing patterns and stuff like that, seeing patterns that aren't there. It's not just the mentally handicapped, by the way, and stuff. Anybody who's played Tetris and all, like, religiously has that problem too, actually. In fact, there was that whole like study done on it and all. I forget what it was called and stuff, but like the Tetris effect or something like that, where like people who played so much Tetris ended up seeing the world in patterns and all. And so like everything looked like a Tetris pattern to them and all, and like they ended up seeing Tetramo blocks like all over the place. Things like that. Which is fun. Let me tell you. Where is my thing? I'm not that dumb. Okay, maybe I am that dumb, but like, you know, I pride myself in being not that dumb. Just a little bit. Where would if I was if I was a if I was a pattern in the trees or just in general that resembled an R, where would I be? It's just hard because of like the shape of the actual R, you know? Like that slant is something that's really hard to duplicate, so to speak. Even if I can, it's just like, where am I getting the rest of it then? Huh. Did I mention I'm not really good at puzzles? Oh, was that it? Part of it. How? Is it up higher? Huh. Maybe there. If I was up on a hot elevated position, it might work. That doesn't explain to me where the infinity sign goes, but I'll be one step closer to being a pirate. Because it's an R. Yeah, I know. You can thank me for that joke later. You can use it if you want. You know, I don't claim to have a hold of all the puns in the world and stuff, you know. Puns are meant to be shared for the betterment of all mankind, whether they agree with us or not. Where are you supposed to go? I'm not even making puns. I'm just confused. Okay. I might just have to stop here for this game. As sad as it is, I cannot find this thing to save my life. Like, I didn't think I was dumb. Am I just stupid? Am I just not seeing it right now? Is that it? I don't know. Oh boy. Am I trapped already? There has to be something I'm missing. This is actually driving me nuts a bit. Yar, it's driving me nuts. That was an excerpt from a pun, by the way. But for realsies and serials, what even? I just don't see anything that would be that image. God, man. I came in here to like show off the graphics, and I didn't realize I was instead just showing off how little I actually knew about puzzles. Who knew? Oh wait, I probably did, because I'm terrible at puzzles. Yeah, that'd do it too. And I can hear a lot of you maybe thinking, but how did you, like, survive so long without doing puzzles like this? Well, real simple answer, and a real easy answer. It was called, when do I encounter puzzles in my daily life? Like, when do I encounter puzzles in my daily, like, day-to-day existence, Just give me an R. Anybody? Seriously. A bio lifeline. Just somebody give me the stupid letter already. Yeah, I hate to agree with you, Whispers, but I kind of want to agree with you. I'm never finding this thing. I'm having the hardest time finding it. It's probably staring me right in the face, too, and that's the worst part. Here or no? I feel like I'm close. But then again, I said that before. Man, it's like I don't want to give up. I don't want to like just admit defeat here, but I'm kind of at a loss actually. I ain't got a sugarcoat. I just don't get it. No, that's not it. Oh man. Yeah, I can't sugarcoat. I just don't get it. The one puzzle I'm not doing. I just can't get it, no matter what I do. It's probably just me. It's probably something really easy and I'm just missing it. But I just don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm having such a moment right now. Jeez. This is terrible. I'm actually having a bit of a like breakdown right now. I can't even. Because I can't figure out where the R is coming from. Like it has to be up there or something, right? It can't be down low. It's like there's nothing that is that shape, that is that angle. I don't know. Huh. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm gonna have to say this, but I'm stuck. I'm absolutely stuck. I'm not the time to look at walkthroughs or anything like that, so that's out of question for now at least, until I like get really frustrated. I'm not frustrated yet. I'm just like honestly baffled because I just can't figure it out. Not for lack of trying. I am serious. It's like I am legitimately looking around my environment, trying to see if like I could just like work it out somehow, and I just can't figure it out. I'm utterly baffled. I am utterly baffled. I cannot. I don't know like what the secret I'm missing is. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know how to solve it. I just. I can't figure it out. Ooh, man, that's a bad look on me. Wanted to give you guys a good time, and here I am, just like, oh my god, I can't. All over the place, But bad look on me, nonetheless. I'm not gonna like bore everyone out of their minds with me like wandering around aimlessly looking for this puzzle. So like bad. So, gonna have to move on. I'm just baffled. Why can't I figure it out? It's because I'm too close. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna go to bed tonight. Wake up at like 2. Let's be real. I'm going to bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go to bed tonight. Wake up at like 6 in the morning. And just be like, oh, so that's what it is. Or something like that. Or take a second crack at this and then figure it out. You know? And that's good. And that annoys me so much because I know that's how it's going to happen. I'm not going to have the solution until after I until after I go to sleep. And then I'm going to figure it out. And I'm going to be mad about it. I'm going to be so mad about it. I can't believe it. Oh, this one's like right here, I feel. Or something. Or something? I'm so mad. Oh, okay, I found it. I found one of them. I found one of them, guys. Oh, okay, cool. I'm so mad. Because it was just... That was the easy one, I guess. I don't know. Where's the R? Okay. I just have to ballpark it. I'm going to give it one last shot. And then I'm going to move on. Okay. Just calm down. Take a step back. I know the R has to be something around this area. Because I'm seeing R's here and there. Oh my god. Are you kidding? I'm looking at that the entire... There's no... Oh my god. Oh, this hurts my head. Oh my god, it's just as bad as when I was playing Superliminal. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I was staring at it. Every time I was on the ground, I was looking at that marking, and it didn't click at all. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. I think that was like... What? That took me like 20 minutes? 20 minutes to like do? Oh my god, I just wasted 20 minutes spent on that puzzle of me just being unable to solve it. I am so sorry. Oh, man. That hurt my brain so bad, man. I can't even describe that one. Oh. Oh, yeah. That was killing me. That killed me. Let's get the hallucination out of the way, man. I can't with you. Okay, cool. Nope, on fire. Can't. Nope. I didn't mean to do that. Though that does actually perfectly describe the tactile schizophrenia. Not its official name. I just don't remember the name for like when they, for it, like the touch and sensational version, you know? But that does describe, in pure essence, the tactile version of schizophrenia, in which the fire was so, that I described earlier, was so realistic that it actually physically burned her. Truly. Wondrous sight. What, you know what else was wondrous? Me losing my mind over a puzzle I could not solve for 20 minutes. That was truly marvelous. It was not marvelous. It was terrible. My head hurts. I suck at puzzles, man. Okay, let's try this again, but less on fire this time, you know? Oh, see, this is why I, like, needed to go through the house and up through the roof and stuff like that. It all makes sense now. None of this fire is real, obviously. We were just walking through this area, and it was not on fire. Don't fall. But once again, you know, everything is so realistic to her that, like, you know, it feels like it's actually real. Enter the fire and stay there. The non-existent flames, obviously. It's just so perfect, you know? And then just the transition back to not real.
Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to a cry!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
I cannot describe to you how it feels. And meanwhile, if it wasn't for the fact that I was like, that I'm currently streaming, so therefore, like, I'm kind of not truly getting sucked into the atmosphere, I would have, like, no qualms being like, oh god, oh god, oh god, half the time, you know? Because it's just, it's so tense and stressful and stuff. But unfortunately, in my own mind and all, even when I'm playing by myself and all, even though I, like, indulge in the oh god feeling as I try very hard to survive and stuff, as I do that, I'm also constantly, like, analyzing everything because it's just in my nature to do so when I'm playing games like this. When I'm playing games in general and stuff. Like, games with, the deeper the lore, the more I think about everything that goes into making it that deep, you know? But, like, I truly enjoy this game. Then you need to play it yourself.
The Northmen believe
Just start
the
up.
world will be destroyed someday.
Huh.
They call it Ragnarok,
Yes.
the destiny of the gods.
God of War, thank you.
Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies.
Yep.
There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic
In order to prevent it anyways.
to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Yep. And that was Odin's old deal and all. He's always been obsessed with magic in an attempt to stop Ragnarok and stuff. He's also a big narcissist. Something about all these, like, mythological gods just being kind of, like, really into themselves and all. You know, Zeus, Odin, Egyptian gods. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know. It's fantastic for lore reasons and stuff like that. Greek mythology and, like, Nordic mythology are always fun topics too, and all, just because, like, both of them are insanely complex. You know, like, understanding, like, the true complexity of everything and all, even though like both can be summed up really easily. You know, like, Zeus's Greek mythology can be summed up as Zeus needs to stop having children.
How did you escape?
And all in Nordic mythology can basically be summed up as Odin needs to stop delaying the inevitable.
Enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it.
And also Thor needs to stop killing giants.
Clouded by fear. I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors
made it without you.
Ah, here we go again. Oh man. I don't know. I think I mayhaps I think I might have already proven my inability to puzzle properly. So handing me another puzzle so soon seems like a not but a terrible idea. Also, having me listen to all this Nordic speech is doing naught but make me speak like them, which is not but trifling tizzy. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm going to end this here. I can't do another puzzle. Oh. I'm not a smart boy. I'll be the first to admit that. I suck at puzzles. Not a smart person for that. My GPU loadout is, ooh, beautiful. 56 seems to be the top. Because we forget that I'm doing all this to just see how my GPU handles everything. It turns out it handles it spectacularly. I have no problems with it. I think it's going to be just fine from now on. I can stream those high octane games. I might even invest in a capture card so I can start like playing games from other systems, not just limit myself to PS4. That'd be nice. Gonna delete that though and move on to our third game. I wasn't doing a fine job. I had to stop. That was Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, for the record. Really good game. I wouldn't mind playing like just a stream about it, or probably just more gameplay focused videos, because it's really heavy on words and all, so I wouldn't be able to like talk as much in that. But highly recommend it. Really good game, especially if you have any kind of interest in psychology and stuff. Fantastic game. I can't even game. I can't even speak game. It's a good time. 10/10. Zoom in. There we go. But now we move into the top of the top, the best game of the best game, the creme de la creme. The game I was really looking forward to trying out. There we go. That is not X. Okay, well, whatever. I'm going to once again adjust the video here now that I know that like I can up the resolution. Yes. Perfect her. That didn't affect anything, did it? No, not that. Jeez. That. Nope, that is fine. Ow. Ooh, ow. That is out of whack, actually. That's not fine at all. Fit to screen. There we go. This is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. If you haven't heard of this game, please refer back to whatever previous comments I made about you need to play this right now. But it is the third part of a great series. I recommend starting at Witcher 2 though, because Witcher 1 is good but dated and stuff. Or better yet, just watch the recent adaptation to TV version of The Witcher, which is fantastic. I've only watched a few episodes, but fantastic so far. I'm loving it and stuff. Henry Cavill, great Geralt, great Witcher. And by the way, my God, these graphics, they look beautiful. My computer's top notch. It's the best thing ever. I thank you, buddy. I'm talking to my computer right now. Thank you, buddy, for running so smoothly. I don't even hear a peep out of this thing. It's barely vibrating. Beautiful. I can't even. I think a tear's coming to my eye. Hold on, I need to force a tear out first. There we go. Whew. Beautiful. going on? I did not up. Oh, I did up my sword. Okay. No, not that. Yes, yes. Okay, so The Witcher is going to be the piece de resistance, as they say. It's a. It is literally. I have sunk a solid 250 hours in this game, just on my own time. It's honestly only 250 because I actually move fast, and I learned the controls like fast enough to be able to properly properly get the hang of it and not die as often. But when I say this game is good, I say this game is good. That I did not mean to do, though. I'm trying to remember my buttons, so. Right, okay, so that's Gwen. Yurden is a bad one. That is my silver sword. That is my plain sword. That is my food that I ate for no reason. That is dodge. I have a jump button too. I just don't remember it. Doesn't matter. There we go. Found my jump button. Alright, I am ready for any threat. Trust me. The Witcher's another game that's like slightly heavy on dialogue, but it actually still provides like plenty of opportunity for like commentary and stuff like that. I don't know whether I'm just doing I'm just bouncing back and forth, I realize, by the way, and I'll between talking about it from a technical standpoint as far as my computer goes to talking about it from a streaming standpoint as far as whether or not I can do a video on this, but that's how I think normally. And also, this was all just one very elaborate over-the-top ruse in order for me to just play this game on a stream anyways. So really, yeah, I'm gonna play the game.
The infamous well. Strange. No sign of a ghost. Maybe it only shows at a certain time of day. Grass around the well scorched. Bodies dried to a crisp.
Signs of burns.
All signs point to a new wraith.
It's like, Henry Cavill, unfortunately in The Witcher, Henry Cavill does not talk to himself nearly as often as I wanted him to match the real Geralt in real life, Because you gotta imagine living all alone by yourself, or being a Witcher and stuff. For all those who don't know, it's basically like being a bounty hunter, but with more special powers compared to like others of the craft and all, compared to like regular humans. And all Witchers go through a process in order to become what they are, and gain this superhuman quality. Not the point, But you imagine being solitary all the time would leave you with plenty of time for talking to yourself, but I digress. Okay, it's week 2. Bomb, Spectre Oil, and Yurden. I don't think I have a bomb. Oh god, right, this was a lot to take in, yeah. Don't worry, yeah, I know. It's not my first rodeo. It's not my second rodeo, for that matter. Or my third, actually. Hello, the Sauerkraut. Fantastic name. Welcome to my elaborate excuse for playing The Witcher. For playing The Witcher 3 and a few other games, on my new computer. Welcome, enjoy. And you're drunky. Even better. You can enjoy things much better when you're drunk, or at the very least, like you have a higher tolerance. I don't know. recognize that. Oof.
Something's tied the Noon Wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world. A man. Stabbed with a knife. Died on the spot.
Oh, I sound really nice. Well, thank you.
Skeleton clean.
I practice my voice at least
But it's not his.
24 hours a day. Maybe 25 if I'm real lucky, you know?
A journal. Might be useful.
I, however, don't really appreciate my voice. Mainly because, besides like the fact that like making videos means I listen to my voice like 30 times in a row and stuff, you always hear your own voice as different from whatever's here. And like listening to my voice over the microphone being projected back at me, because of course I have my stream up on my phone, and also I can monitor chat, which is how I'm talking to you lovely guys. But you know, listen to my own voice. Gotta say, I'm not impressed by my own voice, but glad somebody is. It's just not me.
Bloodstains. Barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive.
Oh. I should have read the diary right. Yes. That witch's potion is not helpful right now. Yes. Okay.
That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place.
It's called a noon wraith, but lucky me, it's not noon. Well, follow the drag marks using your witcher sense.
Palm prints in blood. Small hands.
My first play.
Someone dragged her
If you
out.
mean like my
She was
first
wounded.
stream, no. This is actually more like my, I don't know,
But might
7th
still
or
find
8th.
some tracks.
You know,
Under the right conditions,
I'm by no means a veteran of streaming, but at the same time, I ain't a newbie either.
Another print by
If you're talking this is my first game, no, that's not it either. This is my this is the third game on the roster and stuff. I was warming up to this because once again, as I stated before, very elaborate, drawn out scheme in order for me to just like play and gush about The Witcher 3. You know, I didn't need to go the distance to make this work to just like play Witcher 3. I could have just said, "Hey, let me play Witcher 3," but I had to do it the hard way.
a corpse.
This was the hard way, apparently. Using my computer as a ruse in order to do it. It wasn't really a ruse, but it somewhat was.
Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth.
Wow, that makes her ancient.
Left arm's missing.
Oh, first playthrough of The Witcher. No. Oh no, I've beaten this entire game
Answer to this place
plus all the DLC. I've
wearing the bracelet from her
actually done everything in The
Why her
Witcher.
arm fell off.
It's like yeah.
The jump down there.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I've
Break my
actually
legs.
played every single aspect of The Witcher, like on my first playthrough. But do I brag about it being my first playthrough, my second playthrough? It's my second playthrough. Yeah, sure is. That's why I'm also like skipping through my skipping through the menu and stuff that's like telling me what to do because I already like mostly know it. Like most of the buttons is a refreshing course. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. This is like one of my all-time favorite games of all time. And I had to say all time twice because it's such a good game. But this game is
Not to come up empty-handed.
one of the best games I've ever played.
An inscription.
My only Only complaint, I don't know if you've beaten the game, but I have, and I can tell you my only single complaint and point of anger with this whole game, there's one thing that this game does not do right. It's the new game plus. I'm not going to rant. I'm going to try not to rant. Unless, like, you want to know why. But, like, I'm going to try not to rant. But if you've beaten the game, you might know what I'm talking about. At least for me, the new game plus was, like, so terrible, I ended up, like, really, I was steamed. I was steamed for a while. Longer than a while. I'm still steamed. This game's been out for a few years now. Oh, yeah, this game's been out for a few years now. I'm still steamed. Like, anytime my friends bring up, like, The Witcher and stuff, oh, God. Yeah, main game's so long, that's why I haven't been either. But, like, with this new computer, my friend, because my best buddy, Jeremy, hooked me up with this computer. Once again, thank you, Jeremy, if you're, like, actually on the stream right now. My best buddy, Jeremy, hooked me up and helped me, like, build this computer properly. And with it, one of the games he was testing out when he was, like, testing the computer systems was The Witcher 3. So, since it's already on the game, and this is a new... and it doesn't have my old save file, I'm like, well, now I gotta play it again, you know? That being said, I haven't played it up until now because I was actually busy playing Breath of the Wild on my Nintendo Switch, which I've already beaten today, actually. But, you know, it's been a busy day for games for me today. But there's no wrong time for playing The Witcher anyways. Okay, I need to collect... That being said, I'm missing... Yeah, I'm missing... Arenaria. Whatever that means. It's like... More so than the main game. I mean, don't get me wrong, main game's amazing, though. The DLC is fantastic. And it's the fact that, like, the guys, CD Projekt Red, and all the bros behind this amazing game could have just as easily made the DLC its own separate game, or at least, like, you know, made it something you had to purchase, and nobody would have batted an eye because the DLC is an additional, like, 40 hours, if like maybe even more, probably even more. Now the DLC is another 40 hours of gameplay. They could have made it its own separate game, its own, like, expansion, and they chose to add it free. Wasn't it free? I'm pretty sure it was free. No, I know one of the DLCs wasn't free. You know, but, oh, Blood and Wine was so good. The entire game is just great. It's just every part of it. I, like, watch every single, like, top 10, like, Witcher moments thing out there and all, or, like, oh, various it's like top 10 levels that, like, are fun but also scary or whatever, and it's like filled with so many Easter eggs. This is the game to play. But I already went through this. Thank you. That's because I have an item to craft, I guess. Thank you. See, my thing was I ended up, like, playing the entire main game before I did the DLCs, though. So it's like everything in my head is slightly jumbled up and all. But I remember, but I love every part of this game, like, hands down. Yeah, how long does the oil last, though? That's my question. That I don't remember. Oh, look at this game constantly trying to teach me how to play. As if I'm a novice. How adorable. That being said, don't be surprised if I take a bit of a butt kicking on this coming boss, the Noon Wraith, because it has been a while. Like, I had to reteach myself the controls when I first booted this up and all, but I have confidence in myself here. It's also not noon yet, so it's not just going to show up on itself. Let's go. Like, I just remember, like, great moments throughout the entire series and all. Like, Geralt partying it up with the other Witchers in the castle and stuff and getting just, like, completely, like, blackout drunk. Best part of the game. Like, you can fight me about it, but I will always consider that the best part of the game.
Hey, I think it worked.
Because it's just like, oh, me and the boys just hanging out. Okay, remember you're weak against Yurden. Right. Nope. Get back in that circle. There we go. Exactly. I haven't played it since 2017 either.
For good.
As you said, it is a very long game, so, like, you know, not playing it since 2017 is still amazing, though. It's so, like, you know, it seems like a long time, but this was a long game, you know? I, like, think at least... Oh, the turning was a good one, too, actually, yeah. Good point. You're right, you're right. Like, I remember the journey, I remember the drunken, like, rabble-rousing. I remember a certain favorite character that I'm not going to mention for anybody who hasn't played death at that castle at some point. You know, I remember losing my mind at that death, but, you know, it kind of came with the territory. It's like, don't worry, I only cried, like, for 10 minutes. Playing as Ciri was great and all. Like, just finding Ciri and interacting with her and stuff and having to actually, like, choose how to parent her. Oh, God. It's little details, you know?
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman.
Also being able to do quests like these and then just being benevolent. Like, oh, yeah, all that money, keep the money, you know? I'm not made of stone.
If they
Here.
do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe?
Your reward.
Maybe.
The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, there's hope for it, at least.
Keep the coin. I'm not
At this point,
made of stone.
I'll ever marry. You keep the coin for Mandy, her wedding. Raise a toast to my health then.
Thank you, Master Witcher. Them's warm words. You've a good heart. But I can't let you go empty-handed. Take this, at least. For luck.
Thank you. Amethyst. And then it's also just the amount of quests that you do. Also, can we all just agree that Gwent is like the best, like, you're right. You do raise a good point and all. Like, it does slow down quite a bit when you're in the Novigrad section. You know, because it's just a lot of politics over there and stuff. And like, I get it. I get what they were going for, but like, it does like the pace just like takes a nosedive like so quickly because of it. Also, yeah, some of the requirements for like finding those like the specialty armors in general and all are like a bit too much sometimes. There's my horse. There you are, Roach. But finding some of the specific... Okay, there we go. No. Finding some of the specific like armor sets and all, like for the Witcher school armors and stuff like that, for me was like a real pain in the neck and stuff. I was able to find all the pieces for the School of the Bear. Oh wait, there's a quest over there. No, I just wanted to get off my horse. No, but like, you know, I was able to find like most of the armor pieces for the School of the Bear and stuff like that, but they are really hard to find. Yeah.
Lost your key, ma'am?
And like, yeah, the Grandmaster armor was like really expensive. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't even like get it because I was like, whatever, I'll just find a I'll just go, I don't need it. But I was just like, sheesh.
Walked right in like 'twere his own. Standing at the window, peering at the goings on. He must have eyed me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So I grabbed me pan for protection, see?
The menu could have used work. Like, for what it was, the menu was good, but like, the menu could have been so much better.
Or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to...
Okay, well, it's fine. I know. It's like, I know what you want. Yeah. Truly a fascinating tale.
Fascinating story. Any
Before dawn, another rode up. Would
Geralt feels how we say.
bring an old widower?
Sure.
never taken on? You should wait here, just in case.
But yeah, like these menus, like when you have to have so many tutorials for everything, then like I feel like it's become too many menus, you know? Because like there's a tutorial when you first open the menu. There's a tutorial now for the world map again, and this is like the third time I've opened it, you know? There's just a lot going on with the menu system. But I get it, because it's a big game. And they did jam-pack it with a lot of stuff. Which, like, is why the menu is such a hectic mess. But, you know, it's just one of those things. I don't know. It's like, the menu, like, kind of turns you off from it. But the second you learn how the menu works and, like, kind of get the hang of it, it becomes so much easier to, like, understand everything and how it's supposed to work. But yeah, craft is like crafting everything and stuff, especially the stuff that was like, oh, you crafted and it also takes like your money, was just, I remember like going to like stores and I'll be like, I can't find it out in the world, the last ingredient out in the world, and like, just going into a store to buy it and stuff. Oh yeah, first playthrough, I was dying a lot at the start. And once you get the hang of it, it's just like, it becomes whatever then, you know? It's just a matter of getting the hang of the menus. Like now looking at it a second time, I still remember everything about where everything's supposed to go. It doesn't look nearly as hectic to me. It's still hectic, don't get me wrong, but like it's much easier to like handle now. Like I'm like, oh yeah, it's like I equipped a torch. I know exactly where it's at. No, it's in here. It's like I can bring it out any time and stuff like that. It's like I know how to activate all my menus. I know where to go for my quests and stuff like that. That's something I struggled with a lot too. Was like, oh god, I got all these I ended up getting a lot of side quests and just not knowing, because I didn't know like how to activate them like right at the start, because there were just so many menus, you know. And like opening it up, it starts you off like here, and I'm just like, okay, it must be quests and all, but then it's just like, how what, where, why? And I end up getting like so many secondary quests that it was like a whole list. I could scroll down for a bit, because I had just been playing and just talking to everybody. But I don't know, feel like it's part of its charms to a degree. It could be worse. Like, it could be worse, because it could be the New Game Plus mode. I hate the New Game Plus mode. In this game specifically. Can I steal from this lady? Because, I mean, not that I want to loot her or anything like that, but,
A corpse explains the stench. His throat, he was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing, nothing.
sorry, I was just talking to myself. I do that. Oh, you want to open this sandbox? Do you are you sure you want me to start ranting about this? Because I have a full...
A few pieces still legible.
Okay, so...
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
I know, right? So, let me explain. So, New Game Plus ain't bad, right? So, New Game Plus is like, is what you kind of half expect and all. You carry over all of your equipment and all of your weapons that you had from the game that you ended. So, like, the end of my game, I was level, like, I want to say, just for posterity's sake, I think I was level, like, 70, right? When I ended my game, like, DLC and everything, I was, like, closer to, like, just saying I was level 70. I don't remember what level I was, but, like, for all posterity's sake, I was, like, level 70, right? You keep all the armor you had, like the good armor and stuff that you're wearing, plus whatever swords that you were carrying, I believe. You don't carry any of the, like, all the armors, but just the one that you're, like, currently have equipped, I believe. You know, I could be wrong on that. You could carry all of them, but I just remember I had, like, the one that I had equipped, which was, like, at the time that I ended, one of the best armors in the game. It wasn't, like, the Grandmaster or anything like that, but it was, like, really up there in terms of quality. Like, I could walk through a lot of areas and not take a single hit or barely take any damage with that armor on. Thing is, though, and I'm trying very hard not to yell, thing is that New Game Plus, when it starts you off, you start out in the armor that you see Geralt wearing right now, and the equipment that you see Geralt wearing. The default stuff at the beginning of New Game Plus, you know, at the beginning of the new game, but it's New Game Plus. You start out with all this basic beginner stuff, this cool looking armor, chainmail armor, and his 2 swords. New Game Plus puts your level at whatever level you were when you stop playing the old game. So 70 for me. It scales enemies up based on your new level now. So you're 70. The first enemies you encounter are like a level or 2 higher than you. I think like 1 level higher than you. So there's 71. Seems kind of weird, but okay. This is the kicker. The starting armor and the starting weapons for New Game Plus that you get, these starting equipments here, the starting equipment that I am currently wearing, but New Game Plus style at level 70, is stronger than the end game gear that you ended with. Like, I wore the new gear, put on, well, as soon as I was able to get my menu, put on the old gear, and immediately found that the old gear was weaker than the new stuff that I had, rendering it completely useless. And because all the enemies were just scaled up versions of the original enemies of your original level, it was basically like playing from beginning all over again as if you were level 1, but instead you're level 71 and they're level 72. Or some such reference. And I ranted about it for a solid year before I just finally let it go and stop thinking about it. Whenever I tell people to play The Witcher 3, I tell them to play The Witcher 3, do all the DLCs, enjoy the game, and never touch New Game Plus. Because, like, for me personally, when I play New Game Plus, I want that feeling of being, like, overpowered in a world that is underpowered, you know? Because I want to have some reason to play again, but being the like, awesome Witcher that Geralt, like, you know, claims to be, you know, and everybody knows him as. So it's like, especially with New Game Plus, I've already played it, building up my skills. I want to show my skills off. against enemies that are weaker than me. That's how I feel about New Game Pluses. So to get this New Game Plus that was essentially just level 1 all over again really annoyed me. And made my voice go hoarse because I am it wrecked me so hard when I first saw it, when it first happened. That being said, the game is fantastic, but I will never, ever, ever recommend New Game Plus to anyone. Exactly, you know, and that's kind of what I wanted, like to have a New Game Plus where like you have the upgraded armor that you have, and because of that and your overall level, you are stronger than any other enemy in the game. And also you basically get to coast through the game essentially being the strongest thing in history. And it makes sense because like you're playing as Geralt, the badass like Witcher, you know? He has a reputation. He is the Butcher of Blaviken. Everybody knows his name and stuff. So like to get a New Game Plus, and I'm expecting this New Game Plus to be like, okay, cool. I get to be the cool Geralt that like everybody like made him out to be. Instead, you get regular Geralt at level 1 as if you were just playing the game from the start again. It just really I'm still salty about it. You can tell because I'm stuttering a lot, and I was fine up until this moment. I'm still salty about it. I've ranted about it every time somebody's brought up The Witcher 3. I just cannot stop myself from talking about it because it just bothered me so much. It's literally just like, it was just such a slap in the face on an otherwise flawless game, you know?
Local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
I have played Red Dead 2. I've beaten Red Dead 2 as well. And let me tell you, another really, really best game ever. And like really another like great experience and stuff like that. I'm actually in the process of playing that a second time too, and and I'm trying to make it hard on myself by like playing it in first person view, like the entire game instead of like over the shoulder third person and stuff. And it is a phenomenal experience just doing first person instead of third person.
You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you
But
want
yes,
to.
have played Red Dead 2.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
Great expansion to the story. By being it made perfect sense to have it be a prequel rather than a sequel. But having it be a prequel that, like, even though it is okay, Geralt, you know, I don't know what you're up to right now, but stop. Having Red Dead 2 be a prequel that is, like, still able to draw you in and make you care about their characters, it's a fairly hard thing to do, especially when you know most of their fates. Exactly. It's so immersive and stuff like that. In fact, it's like I would like just get lost in the world, like play it and start just wandering off and just like hunting deer and selling them for profit and all, and coming back to the camp and them being like, Arthur, you've been gone for like a week. What have you been up to? Jesus, are you even like giving anything to the camp? Man, you're holding out on us. And me rocking around with my like $500, just like, whoops, my bad. Game's super immersive. It gets really, like, money gets kind of pointless halfway through the game though, when like you make that like first big profit, and off of like a few good heists and stuff like that, like the mini heist or whatever. It's like money becomes kind of like a moot point and all, like half to 2/3 of the way through the game though. But it
How much
makes
can
sense
you
still, and it's nice. It's still nice.
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier.
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
You're too tall to be him.
Plan to requisition something from him, too?
If it is necessary, yes, of course. We are at war, in case you have not noticed. Who are you? Speak.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
That girl. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet.
Yes.
Haven't called the
That
guards.
that's a good
Go
point
ahead.
actually.
What's
I've
your
never actually
price?
tried to just
There is
Yeah,
a
true. Yeah.
griffin in
The only
area.
thing like not really upgrading, but you just have to like maintain your like gear by cleaning your weapon occasionally. But yes, true. You can beat the entire game with like you can use the same gun from the very start to the very end and all. And I think I did. Yeah, I used the same pistol, like the same revolver that you start with. I definitely had that. I dual wielded with the shotgun, with the sawed-off shotgun though, because it's a sawed-off shotgun. Of course, I'm gonna dual wield that, you know. But like, I remember I used the pistol and I used the dual wielded sawed-off shotgun, and to like compensate, as well as the repeater. Use the repeater a lot. But yeah, that game was good. Like, I didn't have to. I did customize, but like it doesn't require it.
It's
And
a
like
deal.
Witcher requires it,
Some
but
questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the
Yeah,
Vulpine Woods
oh,
at first.
without a doubt, Red Dead
sent the
Redemption
patrol
2,
5
Red Dead
years.
Redemption 1 as well, and all are
Hunter
both
found
really
them to be
immersive
gone.
and really well made
Only
story
recognize
games and
them
stuff like
because
that.
they
Like
wore
Rockstar, when they want to make a good game, Rockstar
Since
can make an
then,
amazing game.
Griffin has
And
grown
as is
bold.
everything else they create. But you know,
Attacks
when
villages,
Rockstar wants to make a
fields,
fantastic
on the
game,
main
they can make a
road.
fantastic
Meaning it's
game,
abandoned its
and
lair.
it's always
Gonna
the
have to
best
set a
thing
trap.
ever, and you'll
I
remember it
judge
for
from your
years to
tone
come.
This will not be easy.
My only thing with Red
What do
Dead
you
Redemption, the
require?
only part I didn't like about Red Dead Redemption 2, and they did a similar thing in the first one, is like when they send you off to that island and all, where you're basically like enslaved for a period of time before escaping from the rebels and all, and that's like how they explain away the gap. Oh, for sure. You need to play RDR1. Why are you even here? Go out and play it. I'm joking. Half joking. No, RDR1, fantastic. Especially now that you've played like RDR2, playing RDR1, it's going to feel like slightly different because like obviously the first one is older, obviously. So like the gameplay was in need of refinement, which they refined upon in the second one. But from a story standpoint, things make so much more sense and fit into place a bit better in the second one, because of the second one for the first one. And also playing as John is just playing as the less whiny John, because older John is becomes so mature and great, and best game ever. Oh man, oh, you're dragging up feels for me.
Need more information.
Barely paying attention to like The Witcher now because of this. I don't have I don't have Red Dead Redemption like on my computer. Otherwise, that'd be next.
What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I don't know if Rockstar released, probably not, and all a remastered version of Red Dead. No, they didn't. It'd be great if Rockstar released a remastered version of 1. Yes, I have played Dishonored 1 and 2, and they are just another case
A
of.
specific herb.
At least I like the story.
With a griffin from 10 miles off.
I like the diversity of like being able to choose whether you were good or bad in both of them and stuff like that. Plus, being able to play between like two different characters in the second one was really nice. Stuff. And of course, I chose the stealthy way in both games because I love stealth in games. That's my thing. But yes, played Dishonored 1 and 2.
Go to Tomira,
Beaten those as well.
an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Those I do have on my computer, by the way. I just don't have them downloaded. They're on my Steam. But
Thanks.
Esun Yakten.
Esun Yakten. I wish I could remember their names right now, because what was the name of the main hero of Corvo? Corvo is one of my favorite protagonists. Actually, I'd say, because it's like he's like grossly like old man and stuff, but he has like a heart of gold and stuff, and you can tell he cares. And I don't know, I liked him. When I was playing, as like my experience with Dishonored 2 was like, I liked him a lot. I meant to like get the DLCs for it, but like I kept getting mixed opinions on whether or not the DLC for Dishonored 2 was like good or not. And I like the one that focuses on the assassin, whatever his name is, Jode or something like that. But like the DLC for like Dishonored 2, that it focused on the assassin and his side of the story and stuff. I debated on it. People kept giving me like, I kept getting mixed reviews from everyone I talked to. Some people were like, "Oh my god, great game." Others were like, "Oh, don't do it." So I just kind of like left it on the wayside and stuff. I keep meaning to go. Okay, Roach, just I need you to, whatever you're doing, to just not. Okay. Dishonored is another game as well that I would like. I thought about playing it like as videos and stuff like that, and like doing a series on it. Not so much a stream, maybe a stream, but like, you know, not so much a stream. I thought about doing videos on it, but I was like, I didn't really have anything new to add to it besides it just being crate. Death of the Outsider. Okay. Seriously, Roach, you can't even come to me without... Oh, my God. Roach, I gave you one job. It was to not die. Death of the Outsider. I might try... I was like, might have to check that one out. Like, see, it's like I'd be okay with the lacking story and all if they can if it's truly like the power system was perfected and all, you know. I did hear that the story was kind of lacking in that one, and I like. You have to press and hold to get off the horse, not just jump.
What happened?
Monsters from the swamp. Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Except when I do, but you know.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afraid.
Fine.
Fine, I'll go.
Undoubtedly, I'm going to be playing this game, like, especially now that I finished, like, Breath of the Wild, actually, but, especially now that I finished Breath of the Wild, I'm probably going to be playing this game more religiously.
Faster.
At least until I'm, like, kinda. like over the initial hype of Witcher. And these graphics, ugh. What's hilarious is that like I'm actually that like the graphics of my the graphics that my computer is capable of are actually like being limited by my screen right now.
Red bloom, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much.
Ooh, rob a bank is fun.
That beggar takes poisonous.
In large doses, small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams.
Well, not every level can be good and all, because even in the like original grouping of even in the original grouping levels in Dishonored, there's always one level that that like kind of stinks or sucks or whatever. So I get that, and I can deal with that.
The river, where the channel's widest.
I ain't like one of the like real big fans of Dishonored that would defend it to the grave and be like, no, all the levels are perfect. I don't know what you're talking about.
A few years ago, we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village.
I'll have to check it out though.
For a witcher. You now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head.
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
God, I should have just started playing The Witcher from the start.
Bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Actually, I got an important question though in regards to opinions of The Witcher and all. Who's the better female love interest, Triss or Yennefer? Because if there's one debate that if there's one thing that The Witcher splits everyone in half on, it's who to romance whenever you're playing it.
Giddy up.
Roach, I swear you are. You know, I think I also complain about the horse in The Witcher, but the horse has always been terrible in The Witcher. There's no returning from that for me.
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on the gut.
But yeah, I'm really curious and stuff.
Slow now. Whoa.
I can't even say anything because, we all know, like, we all did it. We all did it at least once and all. There's, like, I went with Triss, actually, because I played, it's like, in the second Witcher, and Witcher 2, because I'd never played Witcher 1. I played, Witcher 2, Killer of Kings, or whatever it's called, and then I played this one. But, like, in Witcher 2, it's like I interacted with Yen more, like with Triss more, because Yen wasn't even like in The Witcher 2 because Geralt had lost his memory and stuff like that. And interacting with Yen, I'm like with Triss, God, they get confusing and all. Yeah, I'd choose Triss though. Point being. I think did I choose Yen at some point? Man, have I played this game more than twice? Because I have this memory as if I have a memory of romancing Yen. Maybe I think I loaded a earlier save before I like committed to one of the two options so I could see both paths because I was like torn. But I think between the two of them, I actually like Triss more. But that was once again also because I spent more time with her having played Witcher 2. I'm sure if I had played the first Witcher, I would have seen more of Yen's character, but But I'm right there with you and stuff. It's like anything that had two legs was fair games in my playthrough.
Witcher, that monster slayer that he's talking about in the village.
Especially when they open up the brothels, and it's just like, well, you know where I'm stopping at.
Sure, but I gotta
It's
kill
like
those
goes to the
monks
new
before they
biggest
hurt
town,
someone.
and it's just like, well.
Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting
And
your
wasn't
silver
and
blades
there
on
was
them.
like a few quests that involved going into them, right? Into like one of the brothels or all the brothels or something like that. I know there was a quest involved with at least one of them that was like, well, you know, while I'm here, was like my reasoning.
Sure, Griffin's not going anywhere.
No, dogs might though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their too late. Attacked another one.
Come on, come closer.
Ouchie. That hurt. I helped. Oh, there's more. Doggy doggy. There we go.
Dieter.
You know him?
Actually, what's her name?
Served
Just
at the
thinking
Lord's
about
Mills
it.
again.
You know who else was a good option, but like you don't
He was
really
a
get
stable hand,
you
I
get to
was the Lord's
romance, but
hunter.
don't really get to romance and all was
That was before.
the girls from the DLC. It doesn't matter which one you choose.
A long time ago.
I think there were like two specific one. One was that like other witch and all that was like that was always bathing whenever you went to see her, and another was from that quest in Blood and Wine where you had to let a ghost possess your body and then attend a wedding. Both of those were good both of those were good missions, by the way. But like I remember those, and that was fantastic.
Hope you weren't close.
No, not at all.
So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians? Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
Meanwhile, can I just take a moment to gush about these graphics? Because, I mean, like, you know, I'm not tooting my horn on this one. I'm just saying this overall for, like, CD Projekt Red and stuff. I wish them the best of luck
'Twas here.
for all their future endeavors.
One
Because
big
this,
day by the
The Witcher show,
The other hung
all of
from
them,
the
like,
guts
were about, it's
stretching
about
down to-
time. I've liked The Witcher
out
since
for
Witcher
yourself
2
now.
came out. And I forget how I even got it. You know, Witcher 2 I just kind of I either bought or had it given to me on a whim. And turned out to be like one of the best games I ever played and stuff. And this was way better by far and stuff. But like CD Projekt Red does great work. I'm not all for like the business practices of any game company, but that's a different story with the whole like, you know, that whole grind period where everyone's expected to work like 70-hour weeks and stuff like that. And I'm not really on board with that, but CD Projekt Red like makes real good games for their efforts and stuff, and at least they credit everybody.
I'll be fine.
in
Not
it.
the first Griffin
Point
I've
is
dealt
though,
with.
don't mean to
Not
turn
likely
into a
to be the
sermon. This
last
game's
either.
fantastic.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Oh, very good hunting.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood.
You gonna attack me, guys? Because I keep hearing you.
These prints are older and deeper.
Also, this game is
heavily
like super
armored.
atmospheric. Like
Guardians, probably.
I'm just telling that one like it is, just because it's like, you know, it's like playing this game just casually. I know. This whole game is making me nostalgic right now. Like, even just seeing some of the characters that I've, like, you know, already recognized and stuff like that. Like, even just the minute characters, like the hunter, and going on that quest, and, like, coming up here, and, like, you know, checking out the Griffin's Nest and stuff like that. It was like,
Weeks old.
such nostalgia.
Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months worth. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must
without
be
a
about the
doubt.
same age.
And like, you know, it's like you tend to remember parts of this game and like other games like it, and I'll like way down the line and stuff after playing it and stuff like that. This is also one of those games where after you play it, you kind of like have that sense of emptiness, because it's like, what do I do with my life now? I already like invested so much time. Like, you got so into the world that like now that it's over, you have no idea what to do with yourself, you know?
Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Like, I'll like play, like I've played this ow, no, bad, okay, fine, let me take care of that so that can stop bothering me. Like this and I'll say like Left 4 Dead 2, like, or not Left 4 Dead, The Last of Us and all is another game that like sticks with you, you know, because it's like the story gives you like important lessons and all, and like a lot of these stories, and all, like Last of Us story and like this story and stuff, have like key things in them and key elements that you can actually use in your day-to-day life and stuff, like key morals that I can take from this game and apply them to myself and all, like disciplines and stuff. Don't make me sad. I'm already trying not to think of like, you know, he who shall not be spoiled's death, you know. It's bad enough. Oh, always deflect arrows. Always get deflect arrows. You're killing me. Just like running around like Kaer Morhen and just like, even when it's full, you know, running around and seeing how big the place was, and just knowing history wise that there used to be more Witchers probably in that place that are now just gone to time, and that, like, you know, the Witchers are dying out slowly. It kills me. It kills me inside. The game did not need the lore that we got. I have a feeling I'm looking at something that I shouldn't be near at level 3.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Oh, wait, no, it's just a place of power. Don't worry, guys. Just a place of power. But God, the number of times I'll like walk into, I'll be like traveling through an area and all, and just come across a boss that I should not have seen or like encountered yet. It is staggering. This game does a good job, like, of giving you enemies, of making you have to like work your way up to other enemies' level, rather than like, you know, enemies scaling with you, which I feel works better. Yeah, okay, I get it. Increase an overdose. Oil applied to blades. When aiming bombs. Your time automatically slows when an enemy is about to perform a counterattack. I remember not really investing too many points in the alchemy branch. Later on it gets better, but right now the what you get is actually pretty weak.
That's it, Roach.
There you go, buddy. Knew you had it in you. This game is big on like trying to make you like feel feels, you know. And then on the flip side, and all, you could just choose to ignore those feels and instead play Gwent all day, because Gwent is just like one of the best card games that I would love to play in real life too. I would enjoy living in Tucson. Yeah. Like Tucson, as they say, because it's like, what, French or something like that and all, and they put like that little twist at the end. Tucson is like so vibrantly colorful and stuff. It like has such a good tone to it.
Come on now.
Oh wait, no, I'm going up. Forgetting the controls already. I'm in the right area, I was just in the wrong area. Yeah, Tucson was such a vibrant world, like, you know, it made you want to live there and all. Like, I spent a lot of time just kind of like playing around in that area because of how like fun it was to just be there, you know? Like they make sure to like just really make you want to stay at Tucson forever. Of course, you're a Witcher though. You have to keep on the move.
Should talk to Vizimir.
Witchers can't stay in one place. Or was it more accurately that Witchers never live to old age, or rarely live to old age? See, I like I get everything at once. I made sure to like, I waited a bit and then like got all the DLCs with the game all at the same time. And I knew I was going to like get the DLCs before I even bought the game, before I even got the game. Like there was I wasn't even gonna be like hands down like not gonna do it. I made sure I got everything. And I did not regret it.
Good man. Whose field is that in the
so he...
Yes, yes, this boy. Will he venture out to inspect? Yes. What is it, Wolf?
And by the way, man, I love Vesemir. I love all the Witchers, but Vesemir is like the the like grandfather figure, and he's just like who you learn from. It's like, oh man, everything Geralt knows, he knows from Vezi and stuff, and it's just like, so nice, so lovely,
Got good
so nice.
news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
Also, just the dialogue too, just like brings together the world even more and makes you like want to know what happened when they were fighting the Zoogle and all this other stuff, you know. And that's and that's how you know it's a good story and all. Like it brings up things that you're not aware of, but you want to know more about, like what happened here and all. Like how much history do these guys share that they're just able to buddy like
Learn
that?
some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
Let's go.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
But see, this is also what I was talking about with those pesky tutorials, you know? Let's put in a different spot. Yeah. Yeah, like that's great too. Great point. And all like this and RDR too. Yeah, both of them. It's like there's no such thing as there's no quests that are like both the same. You know. No, didn't mean to do that. There we go. There's no two quests that are really the same and all. Like all the quests feel like unique. All of them do different things. The people I rarely hear two people say the same line. You know, I don't think in the entire time I've played The Witcher and all the things I've done, I've ever heard them say the same line 2 times in a row. Like, if I have, then it was, like, something very subtle that I wasn't really picking up on. Like, you know, a peasant saying, like, oh, cold outside or something like that. But I don't really hear the characters ever using the same lines over and over again. Like, there's such variation in dialogue. All the quests are varied and stuff. All the side quests, every little, like, the side quests, the Witcher quests. You know, like, you know, hunting monsters as a Witcher, you think it would get boring because obviously it's like, okay, well, it's just go out, find the monster, kill it, and then come back for the reward. But they all, like, feel unique and different. You're never really hunting the same monster twice. And also, it, like, expands on the lore more. This game just, I can't even fathom how much thought must have been put into this game, you know? Yeah, exactly, and stuff. It's just like all the tiny details add up at the end and all. Like, especially like even including the amount of details from the other games as well, like being able to, like, if you played the other games and all, being able to, like, you know, carry over your save and have it like actually interact with the world in a different way. I know that's nothing new, because Mass Effect also did it, like being able to carry over your save and your decisions from the previous games, but like but just seeing it in action is a whole other story, you know. Oh, right, that was how. Yeah, okay, I remember now. That came back to me. But yeah, it's just, I will never fathom, and that's why I like respect like developers, and I'll like, you know, even if I'm like, oh, I don't like certain business practices and all, and like how like certain companies like go about making games. The crunch period is what I was trying to say before, and I'll like, I can, as much as I say that, I still have to respect that, like, it takes a lot to develop a game. I can't imagine, like, even just making a fan game, you know. I always say, like, I love the way fan games are made as well, because it's like, I just don't have the kind of like brain capacity to like create a fan game that is that like fun, you know, that is so in depth and all. Like, even a basic fan game is beyond my power. Really? My fan game is tic-tac-toe. That's the most thought I put into a game like I created. And that wasn't even created by me. That's my point. So it's like just seeing like the amount of detail that went into The Witcher and Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Redemption 1, like, as well, Dishonored 2, the amount of details that just go into these games is just mind-blowing, you know? In games like The Witcher and Red Dead Redemption 2, where they just think of everything, you know?
Oh, all we have to do is wait.
Could talk about this for ages.
We can cower in the shade of those
I think I am talking about this for ages. That's the point. That's why I have this giant jug of water here, so I can drink from this, so I can continue to talk about this agelessly.
Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Cairn.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
And to have a lore this deep and all, like, the amount of effort to keep track of all of it too, you know? That's another thing that's just crazy.
Wait this. Crossbow. Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Yeah, maybe. And thanks for stopping by. Please do check out, like, any of the streams, any of the previous videos. I can't guarantee they're good because I think all my videos suck, but, like, you might enjoy them. See for yourself if you want. But thanks for stopping by. It was fun talking about all this stuff, and enjoy sobering up. I hope if you have a hangover, it's not too bad.
Witcher with a crossbow.
Otherwise, have a good night.
With tradition.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill. Watch out! It's about to dive! What? Lost your nerve?
Fast! Don't let it get away!
Now it's off to fly. Oh, I don't need luck. I have swords. With a smile like Geralt's, you don't need luck. Also, I used to die to this fight a lot, so I remember it, like, back in my hand. And that's the main reason I'll be fine. Even if you cry out in pain, it's not gonna stop you. You're still gonna die.
You're gonna make me wait.
Ooh, that got me. No, why would I flee? I'm fine. I mean, now I'm not because it fell, but... Hey, don't kill him without me, man. There we go. Gotcha. And that was my griffin fight.
Not bad. Not bad.
And this was also The Witcher.
Oh, you could stand to improve some things. Man spends his whole life learning. Not a Witcher, unless he doesn't want to live long. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
How he manages to cut that head off with that knife, it's beyond me, but hey. I feel like the sword would be a bit better for that, but manages to get the head off anyways. Come on, Roach. Just work with me here. And get me out of the bees, please. Thank you. Jeez. Oh, right. The Weeping Angel site, huh?
Magic. A place of power.
I don't care. Gonna turn in this quest and see where we go. Hit those guys. No, I won't stop. Why am I stopping? If like, that's like if somebody, like, you know, holds out a gun and goes like, hey, stop, so I'm going to shoot. Like, no, I'm not going to stop. You're going to shoot me. Of course I'm not stopping. You're trying to shoot me. it's supposed to be stop or I'll shoot, not stop and I'll shoot. But maybe I've been doing it wrong, I don't know.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you'll never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
True colors always come out.
What?
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat.
I hate business.
Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Take the coin, turn down the coin. It's always a hard choice. I mean, these guys are very, very rude, after all. Now, we've seen their bad side. Also, Geralt's face right there, perfect. I'm totally not taking the coin, though. Keep it.
Poor, dark, and putrid.
Please, no more!
And that is the cruelty of this world. No one is safe. No escape. Fascinating, fascinating. Lots to do. Lots to do. I think I'm gonna end this with a... Let's see if I can find it first. Over here, yes. Woe Song Bridge. Whoa, song! Like pun, because it's like whoa, son, but whoa, son!
We meet again.
Aha.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
Well,
So you managed to salvage some goods.
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half free.
you don't need to half free me, you know.
Take care.
I'm also not buying anything from you. Because I don't need it. I got my fist, that's all I need. Alright, I guess just talk to Vesemir.
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so...
Oh, right, I forgot to...
Something
There are
wrong.
some quests that don't work unless they're...
Trouble brewing.
And it's time to go.
Time we were on our way.
I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Oh boy. Well, we're getting in a fight.
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
They say witches steal young'uns. That's true. What the Emperor promised you freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
It's like, you know, it's like taking a hammer to a gunfight. You know, they pull out all these cudgels, which is what they're called. They pull out all these like wooden cudgels, and I'm over here with this actual steel sword. Like, guess what, guys? What? How did you think this was gonna end?
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me
No.
be! Get away!
Yeah. We're only monsters.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
Tis the life of a witcher.
Getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Oh, snap.
Excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Hey, I'm not even
Sorry,
covered in that much blood.
I wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Why Vizima?
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vizima. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire.
See, I never
Ikovara,
understood
we
why
feel
everyone
honored,
had to
I'm
have
sure.
such long names.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
See you soon, old
How's your
Vezi.
horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
So would I. This is just monumental, I swear. See, this wasn't so much a bombshell for me, though, because, like, even though playing it the first time, I didn't really know who Yen was, you know, besides, like, a few cutscenes from the second Witcher. So, like, I wasn't like, oh my god, it's Jennifer. I was just like, oh, are we supposed to care about this person? Once again, though, it's because I didn't actually play all of the Witcher series.
I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then?
But then it involved this. And this is the other premise of the game and all. A wild hunt. The Wild Hunt is what they're called. Essentially an undead army just constantly like trying to rain havoc and take over the world. Think Game of Thrones, but with The Witcher, but different at the same time. But oddly similar now that I think about it. I probably get a lot of flack from both Game of Thrones and Witcher fans for saying that, though. But the premise behind the Wild Hunt in this game and the undead in Game of Thrones, spoiler alert, the White Walkers in Game of Thrones is just a little bit similar, actually. Not gonna lie. Well, okay.
Begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
Of course, it starts with him bathing. Or being bathed, rather. For he is Geralt, the master witcher and greatest swinger of all time, I guess. The scars just make him more attractive, of course.
It must suffice.
Thinkamir cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
The chair.
Chair. Catwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
Aw, man, you're shaving my beard. But that is a majestic looking beard, though. Look at how nice that beard is.
Fine. Then what? Gonna do my nails too?
If time permits. Sadly, the day is short, while the list of hygienic and cosmetic treatments that the gentleman should undergo is really rather long.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
I want to see how he looks.
And prepare to answer some questions.
Oh, wait, right.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat.
Oh, is that so?
Morvran
I mean, I don't know about that, but...
commander of the Alba division.
Oh, and this is when they bring you up to speed, like if you have...
Some information
if you did stuff from, like, Witcher 2, like, if you played Witcher 2, this is where they, like, ask you questions in case you couldn't, like, transfer your save file over to the third one. Like, I couldn't because I didn't play Witcher 2 on the PC like I did the 3, this one.
Place of birth, parents.
So, like, this is how they fill in the gaps and all. Which is actually a pretty good way of doing it. If I must say so myself.
More recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle.
So this is all stuff that happened
the defending commander
at in Witcher 2 and all that they're going over. Oh, what did I do in Witcher 2? I didn't kill him. I spared his life.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
Vernon Roche.
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roach, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is
Oh,
yet
there's
to
a
come.
jump cut.
Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall
I love
shave
the
your
sarcasm
beard
on this guy.
first. Very well. The infamous summit at Lochmuir. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Oh, shit.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
I like how you can see like some of the shaving cream that was left over that hasn't been wiped away yet.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I did save Letho.
You would
Or I spared Letho at the end of the game.
So Letho's hiding from you.
If you don't know who Letho is,
Good reason.
it's fine.
Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that?
These are all characters that we don't know about.
Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc.
Here. With these formalities seen to, I would ask the general to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the general's assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Noise. Choose from the
Feels
same
more like I'm
3
being ready
outfits.
for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Oh, black,
black,
or
or
black.
black.
My favorite.
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Oh man, it's a hard choice. And it's one I will leave off for next time. For I think it is time to draw to a close on this one. Because at the end of the day, this was all a test to for testing my PC and its capabilities. And I think it passed with flying colors because having watched the stream while I was playing it and stuff, I didn't see a single drop in quality the entire time. My game didn't even lag or anything. It was great. So that was The Witcher. That was The Witcher, that was Hellblade, and that was Doom. In all its glory. In all of their glories. And this was a fun time. Let me tell you. Nothing like relaxing and just going into a long-winded effort to just play The Witcher for a while. So sometimes you just have to like go the extra mile for these kind of things, you know? With that said, I'm going to be signing off here, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, as always, and as I always say, subscribed for the next videos and all, or just watch any videos that you see fit from my channel. I have a whole plethora of them, and I'm planning quite a few more, and they're going to be grand, let me tell you. And place a like, comment if you want, whatever. Maybe put in suggestions and all. If at any point you want me to play any of these games as just like a stream or just a regular series and stuff, please let me know, because, you know, I could find something to do with all three of these and stuff. I already have something planned for Senua's Sacrifice, but, you know, I could plan something. We'll see. But until then, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Later!